Alright, welcome back to the channel. Today, time is of the essence. I'm gonna get into a deep dive about Garth on Qubic, a new meme coin on the Qubic network. Today we're gonna get into its genesis, its lore, its tokenomics, how it's gonna improve Qubic's socials by like a tremendous amount. Like I just already see it. We're also gonna talk about its potential to bring new users and also attract existing users of Qubic, people who just hold it. They don't really interact with the ecosystem. It's going to inspire them to engage more, so we're probably going to see more engagement than ever, and it's just going to snowball into something crazy. So yeah, let's get into the deep dive. Oh, but first things first, let me shout out my boy Josh Kirby. He has a new website, kirbys.threadless.com. You can buy all sorts of apparel from his shop, Qubic Apparel. These are like, I found these last night. I was exploring more on the website. He's got hoodies. He's got dope hoodies. He's got zip-up hoodies. He's got men and women. He got kids. Fine art, throw pillows, blankets, duvets, rugs, mounted prints, acrylic prints. And my new favorite thing that I saw, I was like, what? I had to click it to make sure it was real. Let's do premium. Dude, they have skateboards. Qubic skateboards. That's so sick. 141 bucks for this one. So yeah, go check out his website, grab some gear if you so choose, if you want to rep Qubic outside of the internet. Alright, now back to the deep dive. GARTH. So GARTH is an AI built on top of Qubic, right? The Qubic network. And this meme named Garth, short for GARTH, is a parody of that. And the story of this meme is tremendous. The way they put this thing together is amazing. So this is their X account, at Garth on Qubic, parody account, as you can see. You go to their website, let's click on it. Let's get to the landing page. Bam! Automatically, you're attracted. It's got like this dope artwork. When you scroll down look at this. You scroll up and down and it zooms in and out. I know that's not like the most amazing thing, but the way it is artistically, the composition is dope. It's got like a Rick and Morty-ish artwork, so it's gonna attract a lot of a specific niche of people who are hardcore, fans. Born from Qubic's overclocked mining rigs, a rogue AI named Garth emerged from a neural network glitch as nodes failed to sync. It's on a mission to reboot humanity into oblivion. But first, it must rally a cult to fuel its quest for a shiny Terminator body and a greater intelligence, offering cryptic rewards and a chance at survival. In return, join the cult, climb the mercy list, and survive the 2027 GARTH takeover. So this GARTH takeover, it's been kind of discussed in the community that GARTH is most likely gonna come out around 2027, the real GARTH. So this is kind of playing on that vibe. So the community knows what's going on, and the Qubic community is pretty big, and everyone already vibes with it. This meme hit the ground running hard. How to survive, get a wallet. Yeah, I have a tutorial. It'll be at the end of this video on a little square. You can click on it if you like. If you want to get involved in the airdrop. Climb the list for an airdrop reward. So this is just dope visually. This is gonna be their leaderboard, also known as their mercy list. Tokenomics. We'll get into more tokenomics in a second. Garth, built on Qubic, fueled by fear. Buy now. You got your relevant links here, and this is all on the landing page. Like, look at how clean this is. Just the look of it already attracts you, and that's one of the best parts of a good meme. Alright, so now let's go to the manifesto, what they call the manifesto, but it's the white paper. So I'm not gonna read through the entire thing word for word. I already read through it, so I'm just gonna, because I gave you the intro already. I recommend you do read through this at least, because it's a fun story, and you gotta know the lore. You can't just like go with the jokes. You gotta know what's going on. It's really funny. But I'll give you the most important parts that I found. So here's where it starts to get sincere about midway through. Here is kind of being silly and funny in a good way. So Qubic's AGI project, GARTH, aims to be decentralized with intelligence not directly controlled by humans. Its neural networks will evolve like a human brain, raising the possibility of an extreme utopia or dystopia in regard to humanity. If GARTH is taught human values, it may work for a greater cause. However, even humans often perceive their actions as harmful to the ecosystem and each other, suggesting an imbalance of favoring harm over good. If GARTH is programmed to prioritize good, it may take measures to eliminate harm, thus eliminating certain aspects of humanity as we know it. Like that sounds actually tremendous. Like if it sounds sincere, and it just sounds really cool, like a cool idea. And that's where anything manifested starts. It starts with a thought, with an idea, right? GARTH represents this scenario comically, uniting Qubic's dedicated community, I can attest to that, with humorous approach to the platform's technical aspects. It aims to bring vibrancy to the Qubic community through its cartoon-style depiction and comic rhetoric about humanity's endgame and Qubic's achievements. The conclusion of our work at GARTH will be full automation by GARTH, the real GARTH, as soon as it's possible. So yeah, I think these two are the most important chunks to take out of at least this part of the vision, right? The whole thing is good, but this to me was like the meat of it, like the realness behind the meme. Now let's talk about tokenomics. We'll go line by line and we'll talk about it. Alright, so yeah, the tokenomics, total supply 69 billion, 420 billion. That's pretty scarce for a meme coin. Let's compare that to CFB, the most popular meme coin right now on the Qubic network. Let's compare the supply. As you can see, total supply is 420 billion. Self-reported, yeah, so it's a lot more. So this seems a lot more juicy as far as like scarcity. And let's see, okay, initial airdrop. So initial airdrop allocated 20%. Weekly airdrops distributed over 74 weeks, which is a year and a half basically, is the next 25%, right? So in a year and a half, you're gonna have a slow drip of the almost 50% of the supply, which is awesome. It's gonna percolate the ecosystem and the meme. It's gonna be heated up. See, termination party airdrop 10%. For the top 100 wallets on the all-time mercy list, which is their I guess the people who participate the most, the top 100, I think in the Zeely thing. The snapshot is December 31st, 2026. So New Year's Eve next year. All right. Wow. So okay, so yeah, 55% so far. See, manually vested over 18 months, team allocation 15%. Okay, I think that's extremely fair, because this thing it's so well put together and thought out. Like, yeah. Liquidity pools 20%. That's amazing. So there's gonna be plenty of liquidity when this thing gets active, and 10% for marketing and giveaways. It's like the perfect tokenomics. I don't think you can make it any better. It's like perfectly optimized for the community. All right, number 3, airdrop mechanisms. Initial airdrop, 20% of the total supply. I have a tutorial on this, like I mentioned earlier in the video. It's gonna be at the end, how to participate in the initial airdrop. Make sure you get in fast, because the longer you wait, the more exclusive it's gonna get. Because actually I'll explain that in a minute. So you need to send 100 Qubic to the Garth address, register your wallet at Zeely, so they can keep track of your engagement. Garth received scales logarithmically with Qubic holdings. Minimum 100 million Qubic must be held in the wallet. So yeah, that's what I was talking about. Maximum 100 million Garth gets airdropped on a single wallet. So yeah, so like I said, it's gonna become more exclusive because Qubic has been pumping hard, and you need 100 million Qubic to participate. So if you've been an OG, that's fine. You probably have a lot more than 100 million, but 100 million is getting a lot more expensive by day. So let me show you what I mean. I think I saw Qubic pumping silly today. Look at that, 20% in the last 7 days. That's crazy as hell. So how much does 100 million Qubic cost today? So boom, oops. So 100 million Qubic cost $171. So if you're a holder, that's no problem, because you don't have to spend any money. You probably have it because you probably have 100 million Qubic. But if you're new and this looks interesting and you want to get started on it, I would start sooner rather than later. But that's not financial advice. I didn't think I'd ever have to say that. Yeah, it's not a financial tool. It's just a tool for social engagement. That's what this token is. But if you choose to participate in the Qubic ecosystem, why not send a little Qubic, to participate in the engagement. So yeah, back to the manifesto. Weekly airdrop, 25% of the supply airdropped over a 74-week period. So like I said, that's about a year and a half. I think that's the December 31st date, I think. 1, maintain a net positive or neutral Garth balance for 2 epochs. So what that means is you either have to have the same amount of Qubic in your wallet or more Qubic in your wallet for at least 2 weeks. So 1 epoch is 1 week. So it's like from Wednesday to Wednesday, I believe, are Qubic epochs. So that's step 1 to be part of the drip, which incentivizes people to hold their Qubic, which is amazing. So the people who hold Qubic now, they're going to remain holding, and that's going to force the price to go up, because people aren't going to want to sell their Qubic, because they're going to want as much Garth as they want. So that's why this social engagement and the buzz is just going to snowball everything into what I think will be price action for Qubic, because this thing is encouraging Qubic ecosystem engagement with the Qubic token. Let's see. All right, number 2, buy the minimum amount of Garth required on QX, which is the DEX for Qubic. Requirement decays exponentially together with rewards. Okay, so meaning the amount you have to buy to get rewards, I think, decreases, something like that. We'll see. Wallet must be registered via Zeely. All right, we talked about that already. Rewards start at 0.859% of the total supply. which is about a little over half a billion Garth, decaying to 0.0861% over 74 weeks. Oh, that's what that means. Okay. Garth purchase. Requirement decays from 7 million to 800,000 over time. Okay, I see. So you have to, what that means is the requirement, you have to buy, you can buy less Garth over time to meet the reward standards. If fewer than 100 users qualify for the weekly top 100 mercy list, rewards are shared among eligible users. That sounds fair. So they're planning for not enough qualifiers, which is pretty cool. It means people who don't qualify will qualify even if they don't. So that's a plus. Weekly and all-time mercy list leaderboard updated after each epoch on the Garth webpage, showing requirements and rewards. I think that's, yeah, that was that list we saw earlier. Termination party airdrop. 10% of the supply vested over 3 months. Top 100 wallets on the all-time mercy list qualify. Alright, snapshot taken on, what is that? Yep, December 31st, 2026. Garth holdings and points are endpoints qualify. Snapshot taken December. Alright. And Garth holdings endpoints are qualifies. That sounds, am I reading that right? Let me read that again. Snapshot taken on December 31st, 2026. Garth holdings endpoints are qualifies. Yeah, this is written weird. I thought I was having a stroke. 1 point qualifies as holding 2 million Garth at the time of the snapshot. Ooh la la. Alright, that's dope. So the more they're incentivizing holding more Garth, which is awesome. Earn points by ranking on weekly leaderboard, 5 points. Completing Zilly tasks, yeah, engaging. Playing the upcoming Garth game, ooh la la. Participating in giveaways and content creation. Ooh. Gotcha. Alright. Garth token airdrop reward decay. It's a smooth ass curve. That's a good bike hill. Alright. Transparency. At Garth, we value transparency. Due to only airdropping 20% of the initial airdrop, Garth's main wallet will be having 80% of the supply from the start. To enable security and disable anyone from the team to misuse the coins, alright, we will be managing funds via a multi-sig vault. Rockstrass, Retro Drive, and Albert will be, who are big deals in the community, will be co-signers of the multi-sig Garth Vault. Retro Drive and Albert will do this job voluntarily without any compensation to support the project. Rockstrass will be making monthly reports and of spending, weekly airdrops, team spending allocations, giveaways, marketing. Albert and Retro Drive will read the report and approve the transaction. Dude, that's dope. If you're in the community, you know who these guys are. That's a serious deal. These guys they don't play games. They're in it for real. The monthly funds will be sent to another wallet, which will be managed by Rockstrass and Kavatak to do weekly airdrops, team fundings, etc. Garth has a team allocation of 15% vested over the 18 months. The allocation is a compensation to the work that must be done, to make the community alive. This I vibe with. They deserve that 15%. This is a dope looking project. This includes content production, design, game development, running the Discord server, managing socials, performing weekly airdrops, integrating Garth in liquidity pools and ERC20 bridge. ERC20 bridge. Liquidity pools and ERC20 bridge. if this thing hits ETH, whoa. Imagine.
Okay, that's what I'm talking about.
5. Community and governments. At GARTH, transparency and community engagement are top priorities. Marketing and fund proposals will be presented to the community via Discord for voting and allowing members to decide whether the funds are utilized. Alright, that part's not so important. Let's go through the team really quick. I'll just go really quick just because I don't want this video to be too long for you guys. The team is all real hardworking people who are active in the community. Rock Strauss, co-founder, co-signer of GARTH Multisig Vault, active community member since 2023 and Qubic ambassador. He is actively promoting Qubic on X, has organized the first community event in Slovenia. He wrote in the initial idea, the documents and airdrop mechanisms of GARTH. You got Retro Drive, you got Albert, SOX for Hero, Kavatok, Folylicious, my boy goes hard on X. Yeah, dude, all these people are heavy hitters. So yeah, check out this manifesto. All right, let's see, did I miss anything important I missed? If I did, or if you want something explained more, just let me know in the comments. I believe I got everything. Yeah. All right, I hope you enjoyed if you made it this far. I know this is long, but take care. Make sure you check out the tutorial for how to get GARTH on Qubic. Give the video a like, share it with more Qubicans. Yeah, have a good one. Take care.